Hello and welcome. I am Kim, and together with my dogs, Bobby, Pilou, and Wolfy, we live in my self-built camper van, and we are navigating van life and making it our own. Come along as we say yes to new adventures.
Hello you wonderful people, welcome back to a new video from Casablanca, a tiny town in Spain. And we spent the night here. We got here from Chilches yesterday, where that wasn't the best experience for me, and we got here yesterday and it was really busy here. We spent an awesome night. I think it was the first night in 2 weeks, or somewhat maybe the third night in 2.5 weeks that I didn't have to go out at night for one dog being not well. So I had a very good night rest, and you can hear the ocean or the sea at night through the through my MaxxFan. I can hear it, so that's very soothing, and it's a beautiful spot. It is semi-illegal because there is another spot over there which holds 22 spots I think, but it's completely full. And they're very they're like parking spots, so they're tied to each other, and here there's more space. The police is okay with it, so they came yesterday. You're just not allowed to take your seats out or your tables. I'm not doing any of that. We can go for beautiful walks here, so we're really doing that. It's lots of fun. Today is Sunday, so it's a little bit more busy, but it's an absolute wonderful spot. And we are right above, if you look at the map, right above Valencia. So the next time we're gonna move, we're gonna go around it, and I think gonna go for a bigger ride. Not sure. I think we're allowed to spend 72 hours here. On the other spot, you're allowed 72 hours, so I'm just sticking with that. So I think we're gonna stay here for 2 more nights. And I am so well rested today. I was editing and we're just hanging out here. So I don't know what we're gonna do today, but whatever we're gonna do, I'm gonna bring you guys along. So yesterday, as I was driving here, I came past this really nice farmer who was selling his produce on the side of the road, and there were oranges and lemons, and I think, what is lemon and the other one? Do you know what that's called? Because it's funny, because the Dutch word for lemon is citron, and then the word that I'm looking for is limon for Dutch. So what's the English word? Let me look it up. I don't even know. Anyway, he was selling those, so I bought 6 kilos of oranges and 2 kilos of lemons for €7 in total. And let's go make some nice orange juice. So I'm going to have a little taste test, and I think it's gonna be very sour because I put like 5 lemons in there, I think. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's just super sour, but I love that. Oh yeah, I'm so happy I got all these. I've got a whole bunch. Gonna make some more orange juice because I got so many. I got a whole basket full of them. So I'm just out here enjoying my fabulous orange juice, but it is actually way past lunchtime. So I think I'm gonna make some wraps. This song is my jam. Sweet, so sweet, my life. I love this so much. So that was a nice lunch. I didn't finish the second one because it's quite a lot, but I put too much seasoning in it, so next time we'll just put 1 tablespoon and maybe make less. I have smaller cans of corn, so maybe I'll just put like 1 or 2 tomatoes and then a little piece of corn and then 1 scoop of seasoning, and then it will be nice. And avocado, I love avocados. They're very good here, or at the moment, I don't know, but they're awesome. Today marks our 29 days traveling, which means that I've been traveling for about a month. And I was thinking, like, what are things that I have discovered about myself or that were different than last time that we were traveling? And one of the things is that last time I had more stress moments, and I think there were a couple of reasons that I can point out. Once I left the Netherlands, I was a bit overworked, so I was a bit stressed out, and I rushed out of the Netherlands, and I pushed myself to keep driving, and the weather didn't change for a bit, and I had the December month. I had experienced November and December in the Netherlands, which is pretty cold, so I was just so desperate to find warmth. And this time I left earlier. I left around 10th of November. I don't even remember. Somewhere in the beginning of November I left, so I didn't really had that much cold. And then soon I found warmth in France. And another thing is, I've never said this actually. Last year I was smoking. I've never said that. I don't show it in the videos because it's not a healthy habit, so I don't want to show people to do that. But I was smoking, and I was Googling lately because I was having a lot of cortisol. I think I was experiencing a lot of cortisol for a number of reasons, and smoking was one of them. I didn't know. I thought smoking made you relax. So the more stressed I got, the more I started to smoke, which that's not a good thing to do. Because it just keeps spiking your cortisol. So you just keep needing it. So I stopped doing that. I just had a big sneeze. I wonder if it has something to do with the food, because I'm trying to figure out what foods trigger my sneezing, and I'm just seeing what foods are okay with me and what aren't. So if this didn't work, that sucks, because I was really looking forward to having more like these kind of things to eat. Anyway, digressing. So I was smoking, which spikes up your cortisol. Then I was stressed out when I left, so I was already spiking cortisol. I started drinking coffee, which I thought was a good thing. It's not. Also spikes cortisol. And I ate a lot of sugar and sweets and lollipops when I was driving, because I thought that eating the lollipops was keeping me relaxed and keeping me from stimming with my mouth, eating my cheeks and biting my tongue and like stuff. So I tried keeping lollipops in there, but it was all sugar, so I was just eating sugar all day, which also spikes stress levels in your body and high blood of your blood sugar. So that was not working. So what I'm trying to do this time is make sure I have enough sleep. Don't take naps during the day so that my sleep in the night is better. So better to go to bed early. What I am doing though is watching movies in the evenings. I was trying to journal more and read a book, but I have gotten back to that habit. I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect. Another thing that I do is in advance, I look up spots where I can stay, either paid or not paid, mostly not paid. And if I find a spot that I like, I look at other spots in the surrounding area that I might like too, and then I make a trip in advance with like 6 stops. So for instance, well, tonight it wouldn't work, but for instance, if I would get sent away here tonight, I would drive to the other place, but it's an hour and a half drive, so that's not going to work. But I already made sort of a route to go places for 4 hours in advance. So if I would wake up in the morning and feel like, oh, I would like to leave, it's hard for me to decide where I'm gonna go that time. So I've decided that beforehand. So if I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready to leave, I could just get in the car, put on, I made a route and then I shared it with myself. So I could just look in WhatsApp, you know, press the route, and then it'll tell me where to go. And that's really taken like a mental load off of deciding every day where you're gonna go. I've already decided. I do that in the evenings when I'm watching a series. I'm just looking up like what other places are there, where can we go, what's there to do, what's there to see, and that way I don't get so freaked out. And what I've also noticed is once I start getting too far ahead, so once the route's starting to get like 5 or 6 hours, I get a little bit like, wait, that's too much to cope and that's so far away. And then I stop because I don't have to look that far in advance. So I just stop with that. And I'm trying to eat healthier. I'm trying to drink more because a lot of the time I'm also dehydrated. And I go on walks and I'm overall trying to keep the stress level low. But I have road anxiety, so if the roads gets tricky, or if we go into a town, a big city, or if the car breaks down, that happened last year, that stressed me out, or just things happen, then I do spike in stress. But you know, that's just life. And traveling abroad, traveling somewhere else than the Netherlands, just means having to travel hilly or mountainy roads. And that keeps stressing me out. I do believe if I keep practicing and just do shorter bits at a time, that'll make me more comfortable. And I've already experienced that. I've already experienced that it's nice. And for instance, so the video previous to this one, I had an incident, which is already a couple of days ago. No, I think it was yesterday. No, it was the day before yesterday, 2 days ago. I had a not so pleasant encounter with a person and then somebody looking into my van. Both of these incidents stressed me out a bit. And now I found a place that's really comfortable, so I'm trying to take maximum out of being here. So I'm trying to relax and stay here and just have good sleep. And then once I'm feeling better, I start traveling again. Start going a little bit further. I've also talked to somebody in Portugal that would like to visit and maybe help out, but looking that far ahead is not comfortable for me. So I just take it one day at a time. Now, what's also a thing that's helping me a lot is I'm journaling. I'm keeping an eye on the expenses, which I love because I'm sharing it with you guys. So I'm going to share it monthly. Hope I keep doing it because I really like to. Gives me a way clearer mind on what I'm spending my money on and also how much it'll take for me to get back to the Netherlands. Because last time, once I was at my feeding the dogs because they were barking. I'm trying to stop them from barking. But once I was at my, I think, like my last 1,250 euros, I stressed out because I didn't know how to get, you know, if that was enough to get me back. And then I just stressed out over money basically every day after that. And then I ran out of money in Spain. And I got fined from the police, so that cut I had 200 euros thinking like, oh, okay, that'll get me to France. And then I got a fine for 100 euros and I had my last 100 euros and I was in Spain. And I was like, how am I ever going to get back home? So I called home and I got some money from them. But I was so stressed about it the entire time. And now I'm more comfortable. I don't have a big budget, but I'm just keeping an eye on all the expenses so I know where it goes, how much is flowing, if I can. And I'm also just trying to not go that much kilometers every time. So then I'm just trying to so the gas lasts longer. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, there's just things that I did different this year, and also I'm just trying to eat healthy. I'm trying to eat more foods that make my gut happy, and I'm listening to podcasts about mental health and about gut health, and I incidentally discovered Reinvent Yourself by Dr. Tara, and even just listening to her voice is so soothing when I'm driving and I'm scared, because she's very British. I haven't seen her. I keep hearing her say that she's from India and she doesn't look the way she sounds, but she sounds so awesome and just so tranquil and just so I could just love listening to her, and she's so that's what I've discovered, but I almost heard all of the episodes, so I'm starting to listen to them again. Those are things I had insights about while traveling again this winter in Europe. That's so cool. When the sunset is hitting, you get to be a giant for just a second. Look how cool. I'm a giant. I've decided the time has come for me to start speaking some more Spanish. I actually know a couple, just don't speak it. I can read it a little bit. But so I downloaded Duolingo, and it is so funny, but sometimes I have to talk back, so I'm like I have to pronounce things. But yeah, I am gonna learn some Spanish. It is time. The time has come. Hola José, sí, estoy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Él está cansado. Él está cansado.
¿Es cansado?
Él está cansado.
Happy? Tired.
Estoy bien.
Yes, I'm okay. ¡Woohoo! Hasta mañana, Gabriela. Tengo un examen y necesito estudiar.
Adiós.
Adiós, hasta luego.
Adiós. Bye. See you later.
¿Cómo está usted, señor?
¿Cómo está usted, señor? How are you? ¿Cómo está usted? How are you, señor? Guapo. Te quiero. Oh no, Wolfy. What you gonna do? He took your touwstafje. What you gonna do? He took your chewy. Let's just throw a tantrum. This is the drama. That is, this is our life. Hey everyone, so it's evening. We're gonna hang out here. I was listening back to I was taking a little video of Bobby and Wolfy because I don't think I ever show their interaction, and I heard myself say guapo e te quiero, and I had to look it up. I didn't even know what it was, but I think it kind of fitted the situation. I love my Bobby. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you liked it. I went bonkers crazy on the orange juice, like taking all these shots, and I absolutely loved it. I hope you enjoyed it. It kind of made me like thirsty for the orange juice just watching myself watching the video back. Oh, so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. And in the meantime, don't forget to say yes to new adventures.